Georgie and Mandy's first marriage Thanksgiving hinted at an off-screen young Sheldon tragedy. Although Georgie and Mandy's first marriage mostly keeps things lighthearted, the young Sheldon spin-off's Thanksgiving special hinted at an off-screen tragedy. While it might be a warm family sitcom with a laugh track and a lot of zany character comedy, young Sheldon's spin-off Georgie and Mandy's first marriage warned viewers that it was going to get heavy. In The Big Bang Theory Season 11, Episode 23, Georgie referenced his ex-wife during his first on-screen appearance in the series. Since then, viewers have always known that George and Mandy's union is doomed to end in divorce or separation, although it is unclear why. Thus, while Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is fun, there is an underlying darkness to the show's rom-com plot. Young Sheldon's finale left Mandy and Georgie in a relatively stable place despite the recent death of George's father, George Sr., but the cracks were already starting to show. Georgie felt alienated from his increasingly pious mother, Mary, and protective of his teenage sister, Missy, so he took responsibility for looking after them in a way that might impact his ability to parent his daughter, Cease, and prioritize his marriage with Mandy. The spin-off's Thanksgiving episode proved this wasn't its only tragic element. Dale reveals his son doesn't talk to him in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage episode 5. In Season 1, Episode 5, Thanksgiving, Meemaw, Dale, and Mandy discussed Mary's decision to avoid Thanksgiving altogether thanks to her grief over losing George Sr. Dale mentioned that his son no longer spoke to him in passing before he was quickly hushed by Meemaw. Since the episode mostly focused on how Mary's choice impacted Georgie and Mandy's relationship, Thanksgiving had no time to expand on this comment. However, it was a genuinely tragic surprise that was made all the more sad by Dale's nonchalance. Dale seemed resigned to this fate, which made the mysterious circumstances all the more intriguing and dramatic. Reba McEntire played Dale's ex-wife June, and she had a reasonably big supporting role in a few young Sheldon episodes. It is impossible to guess why Dale's son, Evan, who was only briefly referenced in young Sheldon, has cut off contact with his father. Reba McEntire played Dale's ex-wife June, and she had a reasonably big supporting role in a few young Sheldon episodes, as she was Meemaw's friend before Meemaw began dating Dale. However, the country music star is unlikely to appear in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage since she only played a supporting role in young Sheldon. She already reprised the role with a finale cameo, and she has a show of her own now in the form of Happy's Place. Unfortunately, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is unlikely to fix Dale's family woes. While June didn't play a major part in young Sheldon, Dale's son was barely even mentioned. Since the breakup central to Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is the show's biggest concern, the series is unlikely to reincorporate the family drama of Georgie's grandmother's boyfriend into its main plot. There are simply too many degrees of separation for this to be compelling, which is part of why Meemaw silenced Dale in the first place. Sadly, this means that the off-screen tragedy that Georgie and Mandy's first marriage mentioned is likely to remain a mystery as young Sheldon's spin-off continues its first season.